July the 8th, 2016. Guys, there's breaking news out of Washington. Now, this is unusual, but the State Department is reopening its investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of private email server during her tenure as Secretary of State. It looks like the same thing is happening that we saw after Trump won enough delegates, guys, to go on to the convention, that more and more people started piling on board. We started seeing more Republicans, a little more mainstream, as he got more popular, that kind of came on board. Now we're starting to see some of these departments in Washington wake up a little. Now, this is not Congress. This is not the meetings that we saw, but it's a direct result because this information is coming out to people in the State Department that did not have it. Now, this announcement came after the department had suspended its probe while it was waiting for the Justice Department to complete its criminal investigation. I thought it wasn't a criminal investigation, according to Hillary, but the State Department's announcement serves as a reminder that the email issue will continue to dog the Clinton campaign. And that's a good thing because of all the distractions that they throw into our face. They say they will focus on whether current employees involved in handling or sending and receiving Clinton's emails could get disciplinary action, which could range from a reprimand to losing their security clearance. Guys, if you or I did this, we'd be in jail. Former employees found to be mishandling classified information could also have notes put in their file that could also have consequences if they seek future employment with the government and need security clearance. What about Hillary? Now, that's the story. That's what they want us to believe. But, guys, do you really think that John Kerry, who's appointed by Barack Obama, is really going to go after Hillary? As the president is going to ride her around on Air Force One at taxpayer dollar expense and campaign with her, saying she's the best? The best at what? And what they'll do is the same thing we saw Loretta Lynch do. Look at it, declare everyone's innocent, case is over, nothing to see here. But we still have Congress, guys. Just another card game, another smoke and mirrors play in this puzzle that we keep trying to keep up with. If she does get a security clearance block, that's over for the election, guys. This needs to happen. We're trying to make a change here. They're saying that given the Department of Justice has now made its announcement, the State Department intends to conduct its internal review. Again, this is different than what we're seeing with Mr. Chavez and Trey Gowdy. It says, I cannot provide specific information, they never can, about the department's review, including what information we are evaluating. We might condemn ourselves. We will aim to be as expeditious as possible, but we will not put artificial deadlines on the process. Our goal will be to be as transparent as possible, about our results while complying with our various legal obligations. Again, State Department John Kirby goes on. He says, I'm not able to make commitments today one way or the other about what we will be able to disclose. Guys, we saw that earlier in the video with the Inspector General of Intelligence with Mr. Chavez. The State Department spokeswoman Elizabeth Trudeau said in April it was standard practice for the department to pause on its review during the law enforcement investigation. Earlier this week, FBI Director James Comey recommended that no criminal charges be brought in the case, a finding that the Justice Department accepted on Wednesday. Yes, Miss Lynch, after your meeting with Bill Clinton, you would do anything. Comey was the subject of a lengthy grilling on Capitol Hill Thursday, guys. You saw that. Says that the probe was whether Clinton lied to Congress about her email arrangements, and it was lie, 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 but she's innocent. Republicans are trying other avenues to keep alive the email controversy that has clouded her presidential campaign for months, as it needs to. They can say it's a political attack, so what? It's politics. She wants to run the nation, guys. We can't let this happen. Look where it's going now. Look at what has happened to our jobs. Look at our borders, our schools. Look at what has happened. Can we continue down this road? These people are so paid off and so deep in lies, they don't know the truth. Now, the only thing I've seen Paul Ryan do besides betray the Democrats on the Pacific Trade Agreement, betray the Republicans, when he got elected, he was going to stand firm, and as soon as they turned their back, he signed it in with Obama. But he has asked the Office of the Director of National Intelligence to block access to classified briefings for Clinton for the rest of the campaign. That's fair. That's way more than fair. She should be in jail waiting trial. The State Department's Inspector General in May blasted Clinton's email use, saying that she failed to follow the rules or inform key department staff regarding her use of a private email server. Absolutely. It's a joke, guys. That's why we're spending that much time on this channel looking into this. It's not that we hate Hillary. We hate what she does. What I'm saying is this is the next president of the United States we're dealing with here. We've got kids. We've got grandkids. Is this what we're going to leave to them? You got to get out and vote. Now, the rest of this video, I'm not going to talk. I want you to listen to the police scanners for it's just over a minute this morning in Dallas. One thing I noticed, I was up very earlier, and first, I guess he's the black chief of police there. He came on and said that the shooter that they cornered killed himself. An hour later, it was a robot that the police put in there with a bomb on it and blew him up. But anyway, save this video, and because of the audio in the end, if you'll listen to it carefully, there's echo in the beginning. I didn't do that, and then it gets a little clear towards the end. But it's a police dispatcher talking between officers that are responding to the scene in Dallas. Notice there are two rifles hanging out a window on Lamar Street approaching this area, and that there are multiple people on foot that are shooters, and they're telling them to shut down the buses. Another thing that's concerning, again, the black Mercedes that had the two duffel bags that were camouflage. Professional shooters, probably. I can't help but think back about Sandy Hook, because when the helicopter came over Sandy Hook, there were two men running out the back dressed in camouflage. Remember that, guys? Then they shut that down. The helicopter that was coming over looking at the scene, it was a newscopter, saw two guys running through the woods behind the high school in camouflage. Just reminds me of that. But again, check out the audio. I know it's a lot of echo in it, but there's a lot of information in it. Save it, because they're already changing the story. It's a heads up. Be safe.
Suspect supposed to be an unknown male in a green vest. Be advised they're saying that there's a shooter shooting from the west side of a building. I'm still trying to get further. Advised shots were fired at Austin and Main Street.
Yeah, I have a rifle and I'm bringing a shield with me.
10-4. Even to be advised they have an open window on Lamar, 801 Lamar with rifles hanging out. All plain clothes need to be suited up. All plain clothes need to be suited up.
Yeah, my suspect is on the second floor of the elevator garage on the second floor.
Someone running with blood. We got the suspect there. Here's the shooting. We need fire alarm.
Black male armed with a gun and a gold issue. Need no further information.
Romeo 136. Does anybody on this channel have a shield that is downtown and come to 100 Austin?
Found this in Omni Assist. We got shots fired at the Omni.
Here, 838. I'm at the Omni. What are we looking for?
And now we got a female shot at the Omni for reports of shots fired at the Omni.
Female shot.
Can we get a hold of guards downtown and let's shut the trains down and stop the bus service because it already hasn't been done. We've got multiple assailants on foot.
10-4, sir. I believe somebody has service just calling to shut that down.